Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your May the 31st spiritual principle a day in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, let's look at this real quick and see what we have. May the 31st, finding balance in our lives. Each of us seeks our own balance that allows us to participate in the world without sacrificing our recovery or putting ourselves at risk. That comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 5, Bridging Two Worlds. Imagine life as a pie chart. The sections of this pie represent the different areas of our lives. We have a portion of Narcotics Anonymous and sections for family, friends, work, our community, our interests, and many other categories we could add to this list. While we often hear that recovery should be our priority, maybe even the biggest segment, there's no prescribed ideal balance for how much time we dedicate to NA versus the world outside of NA. While we were using, our addiction took up most of the pie. Everything else was reduced to a sliver. For a lot of us, when we're new in the program, NA becomes the lion's share of our pie chart. As newcomers, we tend to stick very close to the fellowship because it's suggested by our sponsor and other members, and because NA is where we begin to find comfort and safety in being who we are. But as we transform in recovery, our lives tend to fill up. Our pie chart diversifies. Even though our aim may be to sustain the same level of participation in meetings and steps and service, there are only so many hours in a day and space in our chart. As we seek to maintain balance in our busy lives, we may find ourselves obsessing about one area and neglecting others. No matter what we have going on, we have to remember that our number one priority must be to stay clean, or we risk losing the rest of the pie, along with our clean time. We can seek the balance we need without worrying about perfecting it. We can learn how to assess when things are off kilter and a dose of the NA basics is needed. We can adapt as the demands of our lives keep shifting. We can enjoy a full life without posing unnecessary risk to our recovery. How's my pie chart sectioned these days? How am I balancing my NA program with my other responsibilities and pursuits? Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, this is a beautiful meditation. This meditation is one, if you've been here for any amount of time, you probably appreciate this. Because when it's true, when we first come into the program, we are just, our whole pie chart is completely full almost with Narcotics Anonymous, our family, and possibly a job if we have one at that point, right? So we learned that this is a place of comfort. This is a place where we can be ourselves. This is a place where we can bring the problems that we've been facing at home and bring them to the meeting, share about what's going on, find the solution, bring a step to it. We learned that it's just a safe recovery atmosphere that we can relax in. And then as some time goes on, we start to see, okay, maybe I don't need 3 meetings a day. Maybe I actually just need 2 meetings a day, or maybe I don't need 2 meetings a day. I need 1 a day. Okay, maybe I don't really need 1 meeting a day. I don't feel in danger of relapsing. My life is going along just fine. Even when I've had hiccups, I haven't used, I've made meetings. Okay, maybe I can just make 3 meetings a week, or maybe I can, whatever it is. And this meditation gives us the practicality of living life on its own terms. It brings to our plate that we can use Narcotics Anonymous and the basic tools that we've gained as in a sense as medicine to boost us back up to where we need to be when we feel like we're off kilter. We have the ability and the authority to make that decision for our own recovery. I don't have to sit in a meeting every day at 30 years, right? Not 30 days. At 30 days, I hope you do sit in a meeting every day. But at 30 years, I don't necessarily need to do that. I might choose to do that. I might want to do that. But is it the end of the world if I'm not able to? And I think for people with some clean time, this is a meaningful meditation. This is something to encourage yourself, to give yourself room and space for the changes that come as a benefit with your ongoing, sustained recovery. It's a beautiful place to be in a position where we have choices today. When we first got here, we didn't have any choices. The drugs and chasing the drugs made all the choices for us. Today we have choices. So I congratulate you for your ongoing recovery. And I ask today that you would meditate on this and figure out what it is you truly need. What basics do you really need to put in place and use those and give yourself room to grow and pursue other things possibly, like a college education or something like that, or building your own 501c3 or your own profit business. Okay. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.